Hello everyone, we are Team Asfalis. Before I begin, I would like to introduce you to my team members Sritama Karfa, Opranil Kormokar, Goiri Ghosh, Arpun Mukherjee, and myself, Ananya Buchaib. I will be doing this presentation today on behalf of my team Asfalis. So these are some glimpses of our achievements. We secured first place in the Ideathon Startup Business Idea Competition that held under SheLeads 2026 at Academy of Technology in March 26. So before I begin the main project aspect, I would like us to assume one scenario. Let us imagine it's 10 p.m. in the night and the woman is returning back home. And all of a sudden, she senses that someone is following her or something is not right. So, what do you think she will do? Let me guess. You may think that she will try to reach out to her phone, maybe calling someone or triggering some manual panic button. But do you think she will get that much time? Let me tell you, over 70% of the reported incidents in our country occurs not because of any technological failure, not because of any network issue, but because that the cognitive response drops when the panic appears. So there's a visible gap between the danger detected and the response sent. And there comes our intelligent ML-enabled IoT safety ecosystem that mitigates this gap. So these are our objectives and goals. Let me clarify them one by one. So we all have these smartphones in our hands nowadays, and these have some built-in sensors like gyroscopic and accelerometer sensors. So whenever there is unusual movement like a sudden jerk or a snatching activity, or like you are pushed from back, or some sudden jerk, there's some visible difference in those sensor readings. We are basically using that differences. So, using our app in the ecosystem, we are continuously monitoring the motions. And then, after careful feature extraction, we are feeding them into our machine learning model that we have trained. And then, the machine learning model classifies whether the motion is a normal or a dangerous one. So, if it's an unusual movement, SOS, with your real-time location will immediately be sent to your emergency contacts. Now, along with that, there's a hardware aspect. These are the basic overview that what I have also already told. Now, coming towards the tech stack, we have the front-end UI part that's using Kotlin. Machine learning, we are using TensorFlow Lite. Messaging services, we are using Twilio. And for backend or database deployment, we are using PostgreSQL, Vercel, etc. So coming to the bracelet hardware stack, we are using the microcontroller ESP32. That is the main brain of the hardware part. A push button for the triggering SOS, and for charging purpose, we are using lithium-ion batteries, TP4056 charging modules, and for haptic feedback, we are using the vibrational motor. So here comes the app overview. So whenever we are activating some shield button in our app that continuously monitors and the protection is active, and whenever there is unusual movement detected, it will give some about 10 seconds to verify whether it's really a dangerous situation or some false positives. But we already have trained our machine learning model with a high recall. But still, there's this time confirmation window is given where you can confirm if you are safe. And then if you have not clicked that I am safe option, then it will automatically send the SOS to your emergency contact along with your location. And there comes our Asfalis wearable prototype. So it's the final wearable circuitry, not the finalized product one. So here you can see in one of our teammates' hands, there's a vibrational motor, and you can also see the SOS triggered message there, and the haptic vibrational motor that confirms the user or the victim that the SOS is safely dispatched without the attacker being known that we have already taken the safety measures against him. So there are some hardware components cost breakdown. We can go through that. And now coming to our target audience. So it's not just a social issue, it's always a enhancing technological market. So we have many more audiences like corporate institutions that are employing women in night shifts, young adults, guardians, families, rural and semi-urban users we can also extend up to, and also the commuters and urban professionals. We can also add the senior citizens to this safety ecosystem. And let me now clarify how Asfalis will generate a stable and sustainable revenue. So we are following a hybrid model that consists of both hardware part and a recurring subscription model. First, coming to the hardware part, we are basically planning to make this within rupees 1000 and plan to retail it within rupees 1499 to rupees 2499. So we are basically generating over rupees 1000 plus gross margin per device. And besides that, it will also ensure the adoption at scale. And then we are also offering the premium subscription in rupees 149 per month that will consist of several contact escalation, priority route settings, AI sensitivity settings, ad-free experience obviously, and some helpline integration also. So now coming towards the users part, if we can convert at least 10,000 users and 25% of them to the paid users, so we can generate approximate 45 lakhs annual revenue. And these are only the customers opportunity. But if we come to the B2B opportunity, there's also some approaches like we can partners with the several institutions and corporates that are employing women in night shifts, NGOs, government institutions, and using them, we can extend up to the global level also. So our expansion strategy is clear. The hardware gives us adoption, the subscription helps us to give profitability. Now, for the next 3 months, we will focus on the MVP development and then we will proceed towards the beta launch and market validation. And with the help of institutions and by getting in touch with several government organizations, we will plan to expand globally. Now, to conclude, I must say that safety isn't a luxury, it's a necessity. And it's our responsibility to give every individual in this world that environment where they can work freely, travel freely without any fear. And with Asfalis, you are just one step towards that future. So, thank you for listening to us. Thank you.